Hi, morning everybody, Joanna here again. So today I'm going to make a special skirt to commemorate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Betty Bain from Who Will Rule the Runway has asked each of us if we could do something costumey, but then there's nowhere for me to wear this costumey outfit, so I'm going to just make a chic pink skirt and it's going to be so much fun. It's very easy. It's not going to take you a long time. Okay, so I have 3 yards of this fuchsia pink fabric, and what I did is just run one seam on the fabric, okay? And I had cut out the length. You cut out the length you want. So actually it's gonna be 1.5 yards on each side. You could use more or less depending on how big you are. So what I did is, in order to get my waist, we're gonna do a kind of pleated waist, but we're not gonna seam the pleats. We're just gonna do it at the waist, and you're gonna see how it's gonna come out puffy and nice. So what you do is 3 yards is 180 inches, so 180, and you divide this 180 by your waist. So my waist is 38 and I get 4.7 something inches, so I'm just gonna round it off to 5 inches per pleat. And that's going to take me right around my waist. My waistband is part of the extra that I have cut off from the length. And I cut it 12 inches wide. So when I fold it in, it's actually going to be a 6-inch waistband. And the entire 3 yards length. So I'm going to have a really huge bow behind. Okay, so let's do our pleats. So I didn't put any zip because there's no need for a zip. They just need enough space for you to slip this on, okay? So we're gonna start measuring your first 5 inches. So you open this here, give yourself a little room, and you pinch from where your 5-inch reach, and you get your first 5 inches. So then you stick a pin in it here. Good. So from there now we turn on your right side and you go another 5 inches. You're just gonna fold it over and over on itself all the time. Easy. When you fold, you're gonna fold another 5 inches again. That is 5 inches for me, eh? Yours might be less, okay? I'll do it one more time. Hold again. You pull. Fold again. And you find your 5 inches again. And you pin. Okay, and you're gonna do this right around your skirt until it reaches the waist. It's gonna end up at your waist, at the waist that you want. So eventually what happens is you'll actually start getting a pattern, a feel of how far apart you should go, and it's always gonna be 5 inches. Okay, so I didn't measure that, but just for the sake, you will see came up to 5 inches again. Okay, so I'm gonna fold until I go right around, and then I'm just gonna run a very small stitch on the top to keep my pleats in place, and then we're gonna come back and put in the waistband. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, do the pleats right around my waist, and then when I come back I'm just gonna put in a waistband, and we're almost finished. So I'm back. So I did my 5-inch pleats right around, and it really came up to my waist. If you could see, when you're finished it should come up to your waist. I lost a little weight actually over the past 3 weeks, and now my waist is at 36. Thank you Jesus. So what I'm gonna do, as I left a space, so we're not gonna put a zipper, I'm just gonna fold here where the seam is, I didn't have pink thread. I don't know what I did with my fuchsia pink thread, but I'm going to get my little sewing space. We're just gonna run a clean seam on each side here, because when you tie it, nobody is gonna see. You know, sometimes you get scared, oh God, people are gonna see underneath my clothes. Nobody is gonna see this. It's gotta be a huge bow. And because it's satin, it's gonna look really glamorous. It's gonna be one of the most glamorous things. I mean, glamorous doesn't have to be long or short, but it just has to have that flair, that feel about it. Right, good. So okay, so this is my skirt. We're just gonna add the waistband and do a roll hem at the bottom here. As you saw, I kept the raw edge, so it's just gonna fold in the seam. It's gonna help a lot because satin tends to fray a lot. Okay, so now let's put in our. So you measure where the center is, and you put a little snip, so you know that's where it's gonna be, where it's gonna line up. And this is the center of the middle of the waistband here too. So you put another little snip, so you know that's gonna line up. So you line up this snip to the other snip, and you snip at the end as well, so you know where your waistband is going to start. Okay, so we line this up, pull it as straight as you could get it out. Okay, so then you make another triangular snip right here. So we're gonna start our waistband. Alright, okay. So I'm gonna pull this right to the end. Easy, you know. Easy. Really easy. Okay. So now you're gonna try not to stitch where you just made your binding stitch for your pleats. So you're gonna stitch just like a 1/4 inch below that. Now I can tell where my stitches are. So just keep the pressing foot on a line, and we're almost finished. This was so easy. I mean, the hardest part you will have is to pleat and pin your skirt. But then once that's finished, you're done. To take out the pin where you mark where your snip is gonna go, and your snips would line up perfectly. And I mean, this skirt is gonna look like $1 million, but it's not gonna cost too much. Okay, and I'm gonna put this on with my black tube that I have, just to dress up for you, but I'm gonna probably wear a nice, because this is what I'm gonna wear to church tomorrow, please Lord. And we're gonna just look So what you do when you reach the end here, you sandwich your band, sandwich your band in, and you're just gonna finish sewing in your waistband. It's wide enough to take. So you do this for both sides, and that's it. Basically, your band is in. You do this for both sides, and then it's just for us to put our clothes on, and that's it for the day. So I'll be back all dressed up. Okay everybody, so this is how my skirt came out. Fabulous, huh? This satin was truly the right colors. My brand new shoe. It's a fuchsia. Shoe is a darker shade, but I think this could go with anything. Other than that is my serious part of this is that breast cancer is a serious thing. Early detection is you have a better chance of survival with early detection. Eating healthy, seeing your doctor, doing your self-examination and mammogram. If you have relatives with breast cancer, it's best to get tested early, because sometimes you think breast cancer is for only people who are older, but no, that is not true. Women in their 20s are having breast cancer as well. And for those survivors out there, you rock, you continue being happy, as I always end my videos by saying, be happy, stay healthy, and so up.